Akengbuwa was the 16th Olu of Warri who ruled over the ancient kingdom of Warri. He succeeded his father, Eyengho I, as the 16th Olu of Warri. Now, the history of this great monarch is about to come alive this Christmas season in the stage play produced by veteran Nollywood filmmaker and media consultant Eyengho. Alex joins us now to share his thoughts on what informed his decision to pursue this project at this point in time, the cast and crew, and how the story can speak to the current socio-political situation in the ancient kingdom of Warri and Nigeria in general. Good morning, Alex. Good to have you join us on the morning show.
Good
and
morning.
Compliments of the season to you.
Compliments of the season. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sheiton.
Yes.
Good morning, Oji. Steve Noves, it has to be ladies first. Good morning, Steve.
Thank you, Alex. Sheiton is actually your sister from that part of the world.
Oh, really?
There are two full deltas here, and one half delta, isn't it?
Yes.
Great. Good to know.
Good to
All right.
see you. Thank you.
Compliments of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's speak about your project. I know that this is not the first time that the play Akengbuwa will come up at a time like this. It has traveled quite a bit, Lagos, Warri, Asaba, and I think the last time that it was performed was at Museum Center just before COVID.
Absolutely.
Now, almost 4 years after those dark days, of COVID and everything, Akengbuwa is returning, but returning to Warri. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Tell us about why it's returning at this point and what is fresh about it. I see the beautiful picture of Ibinabofi as one of the lead cast and everything. But then what is the point of Akengbuwa returning to Warri at this point in time?
Well, part of it is this is Yuletide and holidays. People come from the diaspora, from all over the world for holiday, this Christmas and New Year period. And that's why this is just one of the many activities in Warri Kingdom that will take place, either from the palace or from outside the palace. And Akengbuwa, as you rightly noted, we started it. It's a project which was started in 2015 during the reign of His Majesty Ogame Atuashe II, the 19th Olu of Warri, who gave his blessings, to it to always be part of the anniversary of his coronation. Incidentally, he passed. That edition, which was held in May 2015, was his last public outing. You understand, and that's very touchy to most of us, and even the cast and crew, And so, basically, Akengbuwa, you will ask why Akengbuwa? Maybe Akengbuwa is the 16th Warri monarch and the longest reigning Warri monarch. He reigned for 54 years, and he was also the last monarch before the 88 years interregnum in Warri Kingdom, where for 88 years we had no Olu of Warri. After Akengbuwa, we tried to, probe into the reason
Alex,
for that.
I'm interested in that story, and I'm sure the ladies are interested too. But give us a few moments. Let's watch a bit of what this play actually represents. I think that's what we have on the screen now.
Akengbuwa, 17th century, one kingdom, one king, 88 years interregnum. Why? A stage play produced and directed by Eyengho.
Hello, my people. My name is Ejike Asiegu. I am playing the role of Akengbuwa. It is about the story of the Warri Kingdom. Join me all and come and watch this intriguing drama, pulsating drama that will capsize you from your seat.
Warri, guess what? My name is Ibinabofi and I am coming to Warri on the 30th of December. Make una come. I'm playing Olori. in the stage play, Olu Akengbuwa.
Olu Akengbuwa is an epic story on the people of Warri Kingdom. Come and join us and enjoy yourselves as we perform on stage, live. I am going to play Iyashare in that play. Join us in Warri. Together, let us make the end of year a remarkable one.
Bani Obiabizwa is my name. Olu Akengbuwa, the play. DY Events and Lounge, the place.
Looks very exciting, Alex. December 30th. People should go and see it in Warri. I mean, I think it's such a phenomenal play. Like Steve has highlighted that this play has been on since 2015 to 2019. But my question, which you were about to answer, is that historically, the Olu of Warri Kingdom, which is obviously the supreme authority in Warri Kingdom, has been ruled for decades. And according to records, there have been 21 Olus, starting from, and I would like for you to help me if I mispronounce this name, Olu Atorangboye Sebastian I.
Perfect.
In 1570. He was the first Olu of Warri.
No.
They said he's the first, according to records now.
The first Olu was in 1480.
1480.
Olu Ginowa.
No, well, before that, they said it was the.
No. I'm the authority.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this article I'm reading.
Custodian.
Olu Ginwa. Okay.
The Ginowa.
Was the. What year was that?
1480.
1480.
Yeah.
So I have here. It says. Let me just pull that out.
The interregnum you spoke about is not what is responsible for this disparity.
No, it's not. This was way before. This was way before.
Okay.
So Olu Ginwa, 1480 AD.
That's the one he's saying.
So
that's the first Olu.
But it began with the coronation of Olu Sebastian I in 1950, according to this record that I see here. Now, like Steve has said, your play since 2015 to 2019. Why is it that that's the subject of focus? I know you've said you started with that. Are you interested in even going back to the beginning? So, people can know that, the kingdom has been ruled by 21 monarchs.
Yeah, absolutely. Because each of the Olu of Warri, each of them have their peculiar story. They have their peculiar stories. You have some Christian Olu, some pagan Olus, and all of that. But each of them have their peculiarity.
By pagan, you mean?
By traditional, pagan is not the right word.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm carried away by, we call them pagan, But you have those who believe in the traditional religion, who don't buy into Christianity when the kingdom embraced Christianity.
There's a Catholic monarch as well, right?
Yes, there were, of course, the Chekrium of Catholic and all of that after receiving Christianity. But some of the Olus refused to embrace it, and they continue with the traditional ways of life of the people. But like I said, the 16th Olu of Warri, Olu Akengbuwa, for whatever it is, what it is the longest reigning Olu, reigned for 54 years, and the last Olu of Warri before the 88 years interregnum in Warri Kingdom, where there was no king. There was no king for 88 years.
What happened?
That is the myth and subject of this story. What happened? Why? There are various versions to it, various reasons for this interregnum. First, there was the curse, the issue of the curse laid on the heir apparent by the Olu Akengbuwa, laid on his son, over-ambitious son, who even wanted him dead so that he can ascend the throne. So the father laid a curse on him that, look, don't let me tell the whole story there. Then there is another angle to it, and that's the connection of the Shekiri, the Warri Kingdom people with the Ife. It's a particular Ifa priest, who came to do something in Warri Kingdom for a princess of the kingdom. And the youngest wife of the Olu Akengbuwa, which will be played by Ibinabo, had so much power and influence on the Olu, manipulative, if you will, And she got offended, you know, that the Ifa priest came to do something and didn't attend to her. You understand? Worked on the husband, the Olu Akengbuwa, and the Olu ordered the Ifa priest to be beheaded. And you know, in those days, the words of the monarchs are law. You don't argue with it, you know. The Ifa priest was beheaded, but before he was beheaded...
There was a character like that in the Bible, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So before he was beheaded, he also laid a curse.
Oh, wow.
In fact, that's the foundation. He said, he pleaded that, please, I've agreed that your words is law, but take me back to Ife. Let me be beheaded in Ife. But the Olu refused. He said, you will be beheaded at dawn, and so was it. But before then, he laid a curse that if I'm beheaded here, you know, the Warri kingdom will know no peace for quite a number of times. So some Ishekiri historians will argue that that is the main reason. Some will say no, it's the curse of the Olu himself to the son. And there is a third dimension, which I don't want to go into. So it's a very intriguing story, and the Ishekiri never had a monarch until 1936. You understand? You know, when we now had, after 88 years, we now had one, you know, in 1936. Ever since then, it has continued. Within that period of, you know, interregnum, that's colonial time, the British now took it upon themselves. That's where you now have governors of the Benin River. In the place of the Olu, we now have British-imposed governors to play the role of the Olu, of course, expectedly too, loyal to the consul general in the area and as of that time. So that was what happened.
Thank you so much,
within this period.
This is very enlightening. When we talk about the history, the beautiful history and culture, of the Warri kingdom, and I might probably take you up on this when we finish. To further explore my Ishekiri roots. But let's talk about the creative process and vision for this particular, play, and also balancing history and entertainment. And I ask this because historical dramas often walk that fine line between, accuracy and theatrical appeal. How did you ensure that the play remains both historically authentic and captivating for, a modern audience in 2024? And as a veteran filmmaker and media consultant yourself, how did you approach crafting the narrative for stage? Were there particular historical records or oral traditions that served as the backbone of the story? Incidentally, the story of the Ishekiri people and Warri Kingdom is well documented. Well documented. It's there in books. It's not, most people, it's just oral tradition. But this one, you've had authors over the years who have even written books, plays, and all of that. So there is this avalanche of documents for you, if you are a serious-minded writer, to pour on. So it's there, and it's through research. I pay particular attention to research, and as a student of Ishekiri history myself, very, very involved in the affairs of Ishekiri and Warri Kingdom, it's easy for me, and as a filmmaker myself, as a writer myself, it's very easy for me to research this thing and go into it so that, like you said, for the story to be very authentic, and it is authentic, When we wanted to stage this play, when I introduced it in 2015, it was not easy because first I went through a whole lot of process. The Olu directed that I must submit the script, they must see the script, they looked at it, they okayed it, with all his chiefs, all the top chiefs then, including Chief Mrs. Rita Lori Ogbebo, all of them. They said because they don't want anything that will embarrass the ethnic group and the kingdom. So they looked at, I submitted the script, they set up a panel, they looked at it. Even after all of that, they okayed the script.
2-3 days to the performance. They said, no, I have to come and perform it for them to see. So, and I said, no, but it's not going to be easy. So, and I said, okay. Yeah, what we now did, and I said, okay, I now invited them. We had our dress and tech on the day of performance in the morning. So I invited them, no, a day before. So I invited them. They came like over 30 chiefs. Only the Olu did not come, you know, they were there. So we just used our dress and tech as the performance which they demanded. So that's to tell you how thorough this play is. And at the end of the day, it was approved. And on the performance day, the Olu was there, himself, the wife, and all the children and the chiefs. It was packed all.
Wow, fantastic.
That was one of the greatest performances. And it was at that event that the then governor, Dr. Emmanuel Odwan, who came to see the play too, you know, announced after the play that, look, Alex, you have to bring this play to Asaba. You understand? Okay. And as part of his handover ceremony to Governor Okowa, who was governor-elect then, so it was performed inside the government house to exclusive audience as part of the handover ceremony in Asaba in 2015. And it went on and on. From there, we went back to Lagos and other places. Then COVID, you know, stopped us, and that's it.
So I wanted to follow up on that question. I mean, I like the fact, obviously the history is there. That we discovered another. No, I haven't. And, you know, he's absolutely right. The first Olu is the Olu Gingwa, who, you know, began in 1480, correct? Yeah. But you didn't really answer my question about whether or not you're interested in making a play about the 21 Olus that have, you know, been reigned.
You know, like I said, okay.
In Warri Kingdom.
Okay.
Especially given the fact that they said that, you know, written records, I mean, I believe Shaito's question was about, are you sure you made your correct research and all of that? There's all the records began, I believe, in 1570 with Sebastian Olu Sebastian I. So it would be interesting to see, and, you know, maybe you can have some sort of play that would show the history of the Olus of Warri Kingdom.
No, you're just taking it from me. The headline or the name of the project, it's Warri Monarchs Stage Series. You understand? So we are going to have every Olu, but it may not be in that order. Right. Maybe the first Olu, second Olu. No, we pick. You understand? Next one, we have decided to do the 10th Olu. For instance,
were they all that charismatic? I see that
OG.
Exactly.
You see that
one? No, exactly. That's
interested in
the Sebastian.
Completely amazing. It wasn't it's not just Sebastian. It's
there are many Christian Olu that did Dom Domingos and the rest of them. Intriguing stories. So, yes, to answer your question, that is the essence of the project.
Fantastic.
Each Olu, you know, it's just that this Olu Akengbuwa was a turning point in the historical trajectory of the Warri Kingdom. Okay. You understand? And that's why we plan to take it like this. After this December, we'll come back to Lagos. From Lagos, we do Ibadan, we do Abuja, we do Port Harcourt, and then we do London. We are in talks with people, London and US. The Shakiri community in UK and
very quickly
and US.
Before we let you go, because we've run out of time. Yeah. This thing about curse that were responsible for the 88 years interregnum. I recall that when the current Olu was installed too, part of what he did in 2021 was to also reverse a particular curse placed by his grandfather on Nigeria, and that he reversed that in 2021. What is it about the Shakiris and the Olu of Warris and curses? I hope that that is now a relic that we wouldn't have to deal with, you know, going forward.
Well, I don't think it's endemic to Warri Kingdom. It's in those days, kings, chiefs, powerful men, legend. We don't have too much of guns and all of that then. Their words, you know, they curse. It's part of it carries weight. And for those who believe, then there is power then. power. When I say power, I mean power. I don't want to say juju, but there is power. You know, then so curses is part of the life of the people. You understand? And you know, like other kingdoms, like Benin Kingdom, Ife, Warri Kingdom is one of the pre-Nigeria kingdoms that existed with its own government before Nigeria, before anything Nigeria was known. And, so that's basically
December 30th, where do I get my tickets and how do
for this one, we're doing, I call it giveaway. People are paying for this. So it's an open this thing, but we call for support, and the information is always there on our social media handles and even the media. And I want to say thank you to Arise TV for giving us this platform, for being like our media partner. Thanks to editor of editors, Steve Ayori.
All right, we'll wait till the play returns to Lagos. The Ishekiris and the Ukwanis can go to Delta. Can converge
there. To my hometown. Well, all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Alex, and thanks. My point would be that it won't be juju, it will be African science, and I hope that there will be, those who understand it.
From you, African
exactly.
Science, not juju, African science.
All right then.